Are you still judging your call center's quality by only listening to a handful of calls?
Just 2%. Think about that. That's the tiny fraction of calls most traditional QA teams are able to manually review.
But what if you could analyze every single interaction? In this explainer, we'll show you how AI is making that the new standard for 2026. Stay with us to get the toolkit you need to lead the change.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We're from the AI Show team, and we're here to break down the fundamental problem with old-school quality assurance. I mean, think about it. Manual call reviews, they require huge teams and just endless hours. All that does is drive up operational costs, and it doesn't even guarantee better outcomes.
And here's another thing. It's totally subjective and inconsistent, right? When you have humans scoring calls, bias is just, well, it's inevitable. That leads to inconsistent evaluations and, honestly, pretty unfair assessments for your agents. But here's the real kicker. It fails to actually change behavior. Simply identifying a skill gap isn't enough. Traditional QA, it's basically like diagnosing an illness without ever prescribing the treatment.
So you get to the crucial point. The old way of measuring things, it doesn't actually improve the customer experience. This huge disconnect is exactly why a change is so desperately needed.
Okay, so this is where the game completely changes. And hey, if you're finding this valuable so far, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button for this explainer and subscribe for more insights just like this. It really helps.
Now, what's really interesting when you look at this comparison is the massive paradigm shift we're talking about. We're moving from just reactively measuring things to proactively improving them. It's a whole new ballgame.
And this is the core technology that's powering this whole revolution. It's called Auto QA. Basically, it moves quality from a random spot check to a constant, always-on analysis.
And this just brilliantly illustrates all the new capabilities AI brings to the table. We're talking about analyzing conversations for sentiment and emotion, monitoring compliance in real time, and spotting key topics instantly. It's incredible.
All right, so how do you actually choose the right platform in this new landscape? Let's get practical and move to the evaluation toolkit. We'll see how this all builds out.
Okay, this table here outlines the absolute non-negotiables for any modern QA software. You've got data integration, coaching connections, security, the works. So take a look. Which one of these is the most critical for your team? Let us know down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Right, and you should be looking for leaders who combine that auto QA with performance management. Take Amplify, for instance. They were ranked #1 in a recent 2026 report for doing exactly that. Or, for bigger operations, you might need an enterprise-grade solution. That's where something like NICE CX1 comes in. It's really designed for those large-scale operations.
And then you've got platforms like TalkDesk, which is super interesting because it uses AI to evaluate everything: voice, screen recordings, and chat interactions, the whole shebang.
But you know what? The evolution doesn't stop here. The next wave of innovation is going to integrate quality even more deeply into the business. It gets even cooler.
Yeah, looking ahead, the focus is really going to shift towards autonomous systems, instant skill development, and, this is key, empowering human agents for the moments that truly matter most.
Okay, that was a lot to take in. So, what are the most important things you need to remember from this whole explainer?
Here it is. The crucial point is that modern QA is an engine for improvement, not just a report card. You've got to shift from measuring to driving change, go all in on 100% analysis, pick your tools smartly, and get ready for a future that's autonomous, but also deeply human-centric.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought to really consider for your own organization. Is your QA program a reporting tool, or is it a behavior change engine? Something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.